I am a market researcher, a 3-time author, a speaker, and a thought leader in the multicultural marketing space. I help large corporations and nonprofits understand the value of Black Americans as a people as well as a market segment. Some of the clients I have worked with include AARP, Bravo, CNN, Procter & Gamble, Unilever, Walgreens, US Bank, the Chicago Symphony Orchestra, ad agencies, government agencies, media companies, and nonprofits. Today, I'd like to share insights about an important underrepresented market segment, Black men, and how they define a road for success for themselves while overcoming stereotypes. But before we get into the details of Black men, it's essential to first put Black America in context. So there's a perception among business leaders in society that Black Americans just showed up with all of our wonderment and challenges. Society teaches us not to talk about differences. Many believe it's rude, it makes people uncomfortable, and today people say it's divisive. Well, it's divisive to not talk about differences. Black Americans, especially US-born Black Americans, are different. We have a different history and lens in terms of how we see the world and how we perceive how the world sees us. This history is sacred. It is the most important insight for understanding US-born Black Americans. All of our beliefs and behaviors ladder back up to it. Pride and sensitivity, colorism, and how it still defines how society perceives our value. How we code switch in the presence of whites to make them feel comfortable with us. But respect is king. Now, everyone wants to be respected, I get that. But because of our history, Black Americans tend to place a value on being respected. Different as we are does not mean deficient. Understanding these differences provides an opportunity to engage Black America in a very relevant way. So in addition to a different history, we've had different treatment. Think about Tulsa, Oklahoma's wonderful Black Wall Street. It was firebombed. And then there's the Freedmen's Bank fraud, where $57 million was stolen from newly emancipated slaves. And then today, Black, brown, and poor people are navigating the broken systems. Housing, broken. Education, broken. Healthcare, broken. And justice, all broken. In the Black community, though, Black men are becoming more visible role models and building new foundations for themselves, their families, and the Black community. Yet for decades, business leaders in society have often overlooked the millions of good Black men doing the right thing, working hard, being good fathers, making positive contributions to society, and so much more. When society thinks of Black men, though, however, they are synonymous with drugs, violence, deadbeat dads, being unemployed, being impoverished, and don't forget being in prison. So today, who are Black men? They are the fathering kind. Good husbands, dads, brothers, uncles, and grandparents. They're business owners. They lead nonprofits. They coach Little League. They finish school and learn trades. They serve in the church. They serve via fraternities. They organize their communities. They run successful side hustles. And nobody does cool like the brothers. All this while overcoming stereotypes. Here are a couple of key facts to note. According to the National Center for Health and Statistics, 70% of Black fathers who live with their children are more involved with their children than 60% of white fathers. Black Men Making It in America study reveals the share of Black men living in poverty has continued to decrease since 1960. Black middle or upper class men, which is measured by their income, continues to rise. Importantly, Black men are the path forgers to the middle class for the Black community. They are likely to achieve middle class status by way of education, work, the military, stable relationships, and the Black church. A few brands are figuring this out and have created messages that help redefine the Black man's stance and reputation. Both use positive realism to portray black men as we know most to be, caring caretakers. A new TV spot created this year shows a black man with dreams and a you can do it mindset. Let's take a look.
This gonna taste all right. Now beat well.
We need to practice being more introspective. We need to challenge ourselves to understand what our blind spots are. And in doing so, we have an opportunity to develop a mindset to overcome stereotyping. Black people have been stereotyped since we were dragged to this country. And today, there's this cloud of stereotyping hovering over us every single day. And none of us escapes this. Not Dr. Hermine Hartman, not the Obamas, not Oprah Winfrey, not Pepper Miller. We all continue to be stereotyped. So for companies, it's important to commit to being an ally. Put your money where your target is. Be accountable, show up, and keep your promises. Thank you.